edad ko ngayon, kailangan ko muna mag-ipon bago ako magmahal.
Pag-ibig, kasi may pag-ibig ako ngayon. Baka mag-break kami.
For me, pera. Ang pipiliin ko ay pag-ibig. Dahil sa pag-ibig, mas sasaya ka talaga ng totoo.
Pera. Kasi wala akong pag-ibig.
Siyempre pera, dahil pag may pera ako, bibili ako ng pag-ibig.
100 million pesos or a happy heart? Madalas na tanong yan sa mga man on the street style video sa TikTok. Habang buhay na may sweldo o partner na mamahalin ka ng tapat, na itatanong din yan sa Q&A portion ng beauty contest. Love or Money? Naging title pa nga yan ng movie ni Coco Martin at Angelica Panganiban. Sa totoo lang, it's an age-old question that keeps popping up at certain points in our lives. And I wonder, why do we keep asking this question? Sa buhay ba natin, kailangan ba talaga na mamili between pera o pag-ibig? Is it fair to choose just one? Or maybe the answer to that question is not that simple. Friends, pag-usapan natin yan on this episode of Live Life. The dilemma is about having to choose between love, a deep, romantic, long-term relationship, pero posibleng mas mababa ang financial security, or money, representing a stable, fulfilling, and financially rewarding career which usually happens at the expense of romance. Ang issue na ito ay hindi lang tungkol sa pagiging in love versus sa paghihirap sa pera. Pwede rin kasi itong maging issue of deciding kung saan ka ba talaga magfo-focus. Ano ba yung mas bibigyan mo ng panahon, ng atensyon, emosyon? Ano ba ang pasok sa life priorities mo? When you think about it, answering and deciding on such a question feels so personal. Bakit? Kasi iba-iba tayo na magiging sagot dyan eh. Kasi ikaw naman ang pipili at haharap sa consequences ng magiging choice mo. But at the same time, yung love or money debate is also affected by our culture, gender expectations, and current economic realities. People from different generations have different approaches to this dilemma. Yung mga grandparents natin, mga magulang, o nakakatanda nating kapatid na mga boomers or Gen Xers would have most likely leaned towards picking love first. Bakit? Kasi, di ba, nung lumalaki sila, isang straight line ang takbo ng buhay nila. Aral, trabaho, kasal, pamilya. And there was time and room in a linear life plan. At mas kaunti ang risks noon, di ba? Kung hindi mo inuna ang pera o karera. Sa ekonomiya dati, mas mababa ang cost of living. Mas matatag ang job security. So, kung ma-in-love ka man, mas madali to get back on track sa trabaho. Pero, para sa mga millennials at Gen Z, the current generations, most likely ang pipiliin nila ay money muna. Bakit? Kasi sa panahon ngayon, mas matindi ang survival mindset sa patuloy na pagtaas ng mga bayarin at sa pagiging unstable ng job market, mas praktikal para sa kanila na unahin munang kumita. Mas madalas nang itanong ngayon ang, mapapakain ba ako ng love? Mababayaran ba ng pag-ibig ang renta ko? Is love enough to keep me alive? These are valid questions ha, especially in these trying times. Pero, bakit nga ba isang malaking problema ang dilemma na ito for some people? May helpful insights ang ating guest psychologist about this.
Hi, my name is Diane Bernardo. Ako ay isang psychologist, and for today, I'll be sharing my insights. Bakit po ba mahirap mamili sa dalawa? Kasi parehong mahalaga sa buhay natin ang pag-ibig at ang pera. So, I would like to introduce po muna some concepts, no? So, ito po yung tinatawag nating Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. So, ito po, si Abraham Maslow po, isang American psychologist na nagpatalaga na ang mga tao, they are motivated with a certain kind of needs. Mga pangangailangan ng tao for survival. So, ito yung food, home, ito yung water, or anything that we need for survival. And then the second, we go up with the safety and security needs. So, dito po pumapasok yung financial security, yung money, career, shelter, wherein we feel secure. Dito natin hinahanap yung connections with our relationships, with the family that is within our needs. Now, once we fulfill our physiological needs, we now go up to the self-esteem needs. So dito, nagkakaroon na tayo ng self-worth, ng confidence, ng respect. And the last one, pinaka on top of that, would be your self-actualization. Ibig sabihin, when you are on top of that need already, you are living already your purpose. So, ano po ang importansya nito? Bakit tayo nadi-distress? Kasi kailangan nating pumili sa need natin for money and need natin for love. Because both of that are important. Ang key takeaway po kasi natin is, it's not actually about choosing, but it's actually prioritizing. We have to make sure na balanse ang mga pangangailangan natin sa buhay. Meron tayong sapat na financial security to provide with our loved ones, enough lang to satisfy your happiness and peace in life.
Ngayon naman, pag-usapan natin ang scenarios kung kailan dapat mas i-prioritize ang money, ang career. Ito yung pag binubuo mo pa lang ang stability sa trabaho o negosyo at hindi pa time-sensitive ang relationship goals mo. Plus, the fact na kailangan mo talagang makaalis muna sa anumang financial distress before committing to any romantic relationship. That's the responsible thing to do. Kailan naman ngayon dapat mas i-prioritize ang love or relationship? I think it's when you find a partner who's deeply aligned with your set of values, your timelines, and your purpose. Yung sa halip na makakahati o makakabawas pa sa energy mo, ito yung mas susuportahan ka, mas iintindihin ka, at mas ilalapit ka pa sa goals mo. Yung sabay kayong lalago at magtatagumpay, at syempre yung malaking bagay na meron kang baseline for financial stability at may clear and realistic career plan ka na rin. Pero alam nyo, naniniwala ako na kaya pa ring balansehin ang pagkakaroon ng parehong pera at pag-ibig. And we can do that by, number 1, setting boundaries. Dapat clear and firm ka in protecting your time to nurture your relationship and your time to carry out your purpose. Number 2, communicate expectations. Be open with your partner. Dapat alam niya at on board siya sa shared aspirations ninyo. Number 3, integrate support. Sana ang pipiliin mong partner yung i-cheer ka sa career achievements mo. At sana rin yung magiging boss at kumpanya mo marunong rumespeto sa personal time mo. Last, avoid binary thinking. Kasi hindi naman laging black and white lang Magkakaroon ng pagkakataon na hindi ka magiging 100% sa parehong aspeto ng buhay mo. Pero it happens What's important is that you are able to adjust based on whatever season of life you are in right now. Tandaan, life is not static. Our priorities can shift. Sabi nila, the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. Totoo naman. Being loved is a human need. But we cannot discount the fact that other than being loved, we also would want to experience other things. We aspire for something, and we also want to reach certain goals and realize our fullest potential. So, is it love or money? Pwede namang both for me. It's just a matter of prioritizing what you need at the moment. If kaya pagsabayin without compromising the other, much better. Bawat isa sa atin, iba ang sagot sa tanong na ito. At the end of the day, I hope you are happy with the consequences of your choices. Let me ask you, fair ba to make someone choose between love and money? Ang recommendation ko sa inyo, instead of posing that question, let's ask, how can I build a life where love and financial stability support each other? Kasi baka mas mahalagang malaman ang sagot sa paano ba natin parehong mapapatibay at mapapangalagaan ang ating pera at ang ating pag-ibig. Paki-like at share ang video na ito para sa mga taong nagkakadilema rin sa pera at pag-ibig. And subscribe na dito sa ating channel. Remember, When life feels heavy, it's time to lighten the load. Let go of your worries and let the light in. Ako si Jody, and let's live light. See you on the next video.